Warm welcome. You're watching 7 at 7, the only news bulletin where I curate the day's top 7 stories for our viewers. I'm Preeti Choudhry and these are the headlines. Rape accused here sent to 4-day police custody. Karnataka Chief Minister says he has given a free hand to the cops. The arrest comes after India Today's relentless campaign demanding action. After health excuse, emotional drama in court, accused of raping minors, Lingayat Seer breaks down in court. Karnataka cops to grill him next. It's a big boost to Indian Armed Forces. India gets first indigenous aircraft carrier. Prime Minister Modi inducts the 20,000 crore INS Vikrant. Indian Navy freed from colonial relics. Navy flag loses the St. George Cross. Prime Minister Modi unveils the new insignia for the Navy. More revelations in Sonali murder case. Video of accused hours after the murder resurfaces. Sonali and PS transaction under lens. Bottle used to drug Sonali found. The latest on multiple incidents of stalking that have come to light, viewers. 2 incidents, one coming in from Ayodhya. Let's get you that first. Taking you now to Uttar Pradesh, Ayodhya, where the latest incident of stalking has surfaced. The incident came to light in broad daylight when 2 minor sisters were on their way to school. 3 bike-borne youths started molesting the girls by stopping their e-rickshaw and forcibly pulling them out of the auto. However, locals in the area caught one of the 3 accused of molesting and handed him over to the police. According to them, the names of the accused are Shabir Alam, Neeraj and Sameer. The arrested youths have been sent to jail after registering a case under molestation and the POCSO Act, while the search for the 2 other accused is underway. According to the mother of the victims, the 3 were harassing their daughter since August 15th.
15 तारीख से सारे लड़के 3 लड़के जो बाइक से आते थे, ये हमारी जब लड़कियां निकलती थी स्कूल से, तीनों बच्चियां, तो ये लड़के तीनों हरदम बाइक सवार होकर हमेशा निकलते थे. जब वो कुछ भी कहें तो वो कहते थे लड़के, क्या और हो क्या मेरी जान, तुम मुझे मेरे साथ चलोगी कि नहीं. फिर आज हमसे जब वो कहने लगी कि मम्मी आज अगर आप नहीं जाओगी तो हम स्कूल नहीं जाएंगे. फिर आज जब हम यहाँ से तो लोग बैटरी रिक्शा से बच्चों को अपने भेजे जब बाहर, तो फिर उसके बाद से वो लोग रिक्शे से वो बच्चों को उतार लिए. उतारने के बाद से उसका हल्का सा कपड़ा खींच लिए, वो हल्का सा फट गया. जब उतार के उसको कह रहे हैं चलोगी, चलो हम तुम्हें अच्छा खाना खिलाएंगे, अच्छा होटल में ले चलेंगे. तब तक हम आ पहुंचे वहां पे. जब हम आ गए तो हमसे इशारा करने लगी मम्मी यही लड़का है. तो वो तो अपना काला लड़के का पकड़ी थी. तब तक फिर हम पहुंच गए. फिर हमने 100 नंबर पे फोन किया. फिर यहाँ पे सब कोतवाल साहब आ गए.
आज सुबह 7:30 बजे रीडगंज चौराहे के पास 2 बच्चियां एक ई रिक्शा से जा रही थी. तभी पीछे से मोटरसाइकिल सवार 3 लड़कों ने उनको रोककर उनसे छेड़छाड़ करने का प्रयास किया, छेड़छाड़ किया. इस संबंध में वादी की तहरीर पर थाना कोतवाली में मुकदमा पंजीकृत किया गया है. उनमें से एक लड़के को गिरफ्तार किया गया है. 2 अन्य जो नामजद हैं उनकी गिरफ्तारी का प्रयास किया जा रहा है. शीघ्र ही कार्रवाई की जाएगी.
After Ankita in Jharkhand, which turned fatal to Naina in the national capital, a similar story of coercion has come to light from Uttar Pradesh's Bagpath.
Ankita Kumari set on fire in Jharkhand by Shahrukh Hussain. Naina shot at by Amanat Ali in Delhi's Sangam Vihar. Now, a concerned parent in Uttar Pradesh is begging for help. Accused Reis allegedly asked Bagpath resident to hand over his minor-age daughter to him or face the consequences. Month-long harassment and then the threat to be beheaded.
बोला कि नहीं मैं आपकी लड़की को मैं फिर से लेकर जाऊंगा, वो मेरे साथ ही जाएगी। मैं भैया तेरे के पहले तुझसे वो नहीं हुआ सबर, हमने इतना वो करा तुझसे, वो करा शिकायत वगैरह करी तेरी, नहीं नहीं लड़की मेरे साथ ही जाएगी आपकी, नहीं तो देख लो मैं क्या करूँगा, फोटो लगाऊंगा अश्लील उसके, मेरे पास सब चीज़ के फोटो हैं, और आपका भी दे लो सर, दर से अलग कर दूंगा मैं, आपका एक बच्चा है उसके बारे में सोच लेना आप।
Police have arrested the accused and are scanning social media platforms to see if the accused uploaded any photographs of the victim.
इसमें गहनता से इसमें विवेचना की जा रही है और जो भी तथ्य प्रकाश में आएंगे उसके बाद लड़के के विरुद्ध कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
The girl's parents are living in fear. From stalking to sexual assault, India's betis are being targeted. Ankita is dead. Naina is battling for life. How many more till the law enforcers take strong action on these cases? Bureau Report, India Today.
On to Karnataka, viewers. The spotlight on the rape accused of raping minors, the Muruga Mutt Seer, finally arrested after 6 days, suddenly developed chest pains, finds himself in the ICU.
A late-night arrest, health scare and VVIP treatment. There was high drama in Chitradurga following the late-night arrest of Muruga Mutt Pontiff Shivamurthy Muruga Sharanaru, who is accused of raping 2 minor girls. The rape suspect Seer was taken to the district jail at 3 a.m. Later he complained of chest pain. The Seer was shifted to the Chitradurga Government Hospital at 9:10 a.m. in an ambulance. He was seen being taken on a wheelchair in the hospital. India Today learns the Pontiff underwent an ECG, blood test and CT scan at the jail.
Actually, our physician suggested for cardiologist opinion. So, cardiology team will be visiting Swamiji now, and they will examine thoroughly the cardiac condition.
The Seer is likely to be shifted to Bengaluru's Jayadeva Hospital, where he will be kept on the 6th floor, away from the regular patients.
ರೋಗಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿದೆ, ಕೂಲಂಕುಷ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇನ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಈಗ 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ BP ಶುಗರ್ ಇದೆ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ 2 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಅವರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರು.
The hospitalization of the Muruga Mutt chief, who was sent to 14-day judicial custody after the arrest, raises a serious question. Is the health issue merely an excuse to evade jail? Several activists are alleging that the Seer's arrest was a sham.
Till yesterday he did not have any problem. Okay, he was trying to escape from the mutt twice also, because yesterday there was a news that he is going out of the mutt after this anticipatory bail thing is posted for today or tomorrow, something like that. And suddenly he developed chest pain, means that is again another ploy. I really feel that.
See, this will happen. Every senior politicians and the Swamijis, this has been very regular. This is not a surprise.
Shivamurthy Muruga Sharanaru is booked under sections of POCSO and ST and SC Atrocities Act for allegedly raping 2 students staying at the Mutt hostel. The rape-accused Seer broke down in court during custody hearing on Friday. The court has granted police 4-day remand of the rape-accused Seer for questioning. But his hospitalization could delay the investigation further. With Sage Raj in Chitradurga, Bureau Report, India Today.
My colleague Sagai joins me right now from Chitradurga, getting us the very latest. Get us up to speed, Sagai, and importantly, the fact that the Seer now suddenly with chest pain finds himself in the ICU. What's the update on that?
gentlemen, now he was being produced at Chitradurga District Court, and later on the judge have given 4 days of police custody starting from today. As we speak now, he is doing his routine medical test. So whenever the police gets the police custody, they do a routine medical test, a general test which is done at the government hospital. As we speak now, you can see he came in this particular vehicle, and inside he's been taken for a medical test, and it is close to 3 hours now that he has been taken inside. We have no clue that when he'll be stepping out, when that routine test will complete, and thereafter he will be taken to one of the police stations where police will continue their interrogation in connection with the alleged rape of children in Chitradurga Mutt.
Sagai Raj, the fact that the accused broke down in court, what was he saying? Clearly, all the pleas fell on deaf ears, but what exactly did he say?
He was shattered, and he was pleading mercy, and he went on to say that he was being conspired and he is innocent, he is not involved in these kind of cases. But we know very well that court was quite furious that all of a sudden he has reported health issues, because last night around 2 o'clock all his medical reports were quite clear, and within 2 or 3 hours he started to report of chest pain and cardiac issue, and immediately he was being shifted to hospital again. So that is the reason the Komala, who was a judge, who have asked the police to produce him in front of the court. They have to get a police custody. Now after producing, now the police the court has given police custody of 4 days for further interrogation.
Sagai Raj, appreciate you joining us with those quick updates. Thank you. There, I want to quickly now shift focus. It's the dawn of India's naval prowess of 21st century, launching India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant.
An aircraft carrier made in India, a floating airfield, 45,000 tons of war muscle, INS Vikrant, the pride of India, has joined the Indian Navy's fleet. This next-generation aircraft carrier, the largest warship ever built in India's maritime history, was commissioned in Kochi by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday.
तालियों के साथ आइए स्वागत करते हैं भारतीय नौसेना में INS विक्रांत का।
विक्रांत विशाल है, विराट है, विहंगम है। विक्रांत विशिष्ट है, विक्रांत विशेष भी है। विक्रांत केवल एक युद्धपोत नहीं है, ये 21वीं सदी के भारत के परिश्रम, प्रतिभा, प्रभाव और प्रतिबद्धता का प्रमाण है।
The entry of India's biggest Swadeshi warship into the Navy is a huge push for Atmanirbhar Bharat.
जो देश जितना किसी दूसरे देश पर निर्भर है, उतना ही उसके लिए संकट है। जो देश जितना आत्मनिर्भर है, वो उतना ही सशक्त है।
The induction of the aircraft carrier is key to India's maritime interests, especially in the Indo-Pacific region, with a belligerent China attempting to widen its reach.
हम हमारी कलेक्टिव सिक्योरिटी की जरूरतों को पूरा करने में पूरी तरह से सक्षम हैं। हम एक फ्री, ओपन एंड इंक्लूसिव इंडो पैसिफिक में विश्वास रखते हैं। इस संबंध में हमारे प्रयास माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के विजन सागर यानी सिक्योरिटी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल इन द रीजन से गाइडेड है।
The aircraft carrier, housing state-of-the-art automation features, a crew of over 1,700 officers and sailors, and capacity to hold up to 12 fighter jets and 6 helicopters. This is a floating airfield and a city in itself.
We can see the 2 runways very clearly from here. This will give you an idea how exactly air operations will take place. The round circles with numbers, that says 3, it says 2, 1, those are meant for helicopters to be stationed, and the 2 runways are divided in between with a white lining. One is the red one, the other is the yellow one. 2 runways are there, one is a shorter one, the other a longer one. The shorter one for operations to be launched quickly when the aircraft can fly without a payload. But if an offensive operation is to be launched with a heavy payload, that's when the longer runway has to be used. It's still going to take at least 4 months for air operations to start on INS Vikrant.
A special welcome was given to the new warship from the air, a flypast by helicopters and fighter jets in the presence of Prime Minister Modi and other dignitaries. The brand new aircraft carrier is named after its illustrious predecessor, the original INS Vikrant, that played a defining role in India's war with Pakistan in 1971. Today, India screams Shano Varuna. May the gods of the oceans be auspicious unto us. With Abhishek Bhalla in Kochi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, at the back of this launch, we have massive politics. Take a look at this.
The glory, the pride, the majesty. A day of overwhelming emotion for the Indian Navy and national pride for every Indian citizen. The stunning entry into service of India's biggest Swadeshi warship, INS Vikrant.
जो देश जितना आत्मनिर्भर है, वो उतना ही सशक्त है.
But as the aircraft carrier was being commissioned, a familiar Swadeshi politics was busy erupting. The first shot was fired by the Congress's media chief Jairam Ramesh, where he taunted Prime Minister Modi, wondering if Congress-led governments in the past would be acknowledged for their role in the Vikrant project, triggering a credit war over the warship.
20-22 साल लगे हैं डिजाइन करने में, मैन्युफैक्चर करने में, ट्रायल करने में. तो ये सब अगर आप आईएनएस विक्रांत का मील पत्थर देखें, ये 1999 में शुरू होता है और कमीशन आज हुआ है. आज के प्रधानमंत्री तो फोटो लेंगे, बड़े बड़े भाषण देंगे और कहेंगे मैं आया 2014 में, ये सब शुरुआत हुई. ये बिल्कुल गलत है.
There was a near immediate counter from the ruling BJP with a sarcastic snipe at the unpleasant matters in defense that the Congress should really be taking credit for. The 2 tweets triggered a familiar tutu meme in the backdrop of the beautiful ceremony in Kochi. And then when Prime Minister Modi unveiled the Indian Navy's new flag, one that gets rid of St. George's Cross, it was an opportunity for the BJP to front foot and launch its attack. Obliquely blaming Nehru's leadership and the Congress-led UPA for failing to get rid of the colonial-era relic. The BJP's firebrand Bengaluru MP added ammo to the attack with this tweet, blaming what he called the Congress's slavish colonial mindset for its decision to allow the return of the St. George's Cross. Politics never has a day off in our democracy, and for a project as prestigious as Vikrant, it's hardly surprising that a war for credit and a fight to blame has broken out. But may we just say that on a day like today, those who deserve credit above all the politics and bickering, are the men and women of the Indian Navy's Naval Design Bureau. The builders, welders, skilled tradespersons of the Cochin Shipyard Limited. The relentless workers and engineers at the Steel Authority of India Limited, and countless other organizations big and small that have fought impossible odds to deliver India's first home-built aircraft carrier. With Abhishek Bhalla in Kochi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, with UK polls in its last leg, Rishi Sunak has issued a statement. Well, one of the front runners. Rishi Sunak struck a personal note in the final hustings event before the election as he thanked his parents and wife Akshata Murthy for their support. The race to replace Boris Johnson as the Conservative Party leader and the British Prime Minister is in the final countdown stage, where voting officially closes for Tory members to choose between former Chancellor Rishi Sunak or Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. Sunak, the front-runner in the first leg of the contest when the parliamentary colleagues voted him in as finalists, have been trailing in the pre-poll surveys. The result of the polls are set to be announced on Monday. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's take you now to our segment, Big Day in Court. Let's take you through the biggest proceedings in court that have happened today. Well, the big day in court today, which we are getting for our viewers, is Teesta Setalwad bail hearing. Ask her to surrender her passport. Remove socialism, secularism from constitution. Dr. Subramaniam Swamy filed a plea in court. All right, viewers, that's it. We're going to get you more. A quick break. On the other side is our fact check segment.